free speech in some real sense. It's a manifestation of the logos, that optimized adversarial process. Why? Well, think about it this way. Imagine you have a child, or you have 3 children. They're all quite different, because children tend to be quite different, even if they're born in the same family. And so then you might ask yourself, well, how should we treat our children? And the answer is, well, they're different. So is there a rule? And there are some guidelines and principles. I had one in my book. Don't let your children do anything that makes you dislike them. That's a good rule to turn to. How do you know if you're not being a tyrant? You know, your children act up and they annoy you. Maybe you're just mean. Or maybe they never annoy you, but they annoy everyone else, in which case you're not mean enough. And I mean that definitely, because if your children never annoy you, but they annoy everyone else, then they won't have any friends. And then they're in real trouble. But your children are different, so how do you know how to calibrate your response to them? And the answer is, well, you push back and forth against your wife or your husband. And you know, maybe one of you is a bit more encouraging and one of you is a bit more sheltering. That's often the masculine versus feminine roles, although that can intermingle, you know. But generally, those are associated with justice in some sense, and encouragement with masculinity, and mercy and tenderness with femininity, probably because women have to care for infants, and so they tilt more towards that end. In any case, you have to calibrate that for each kid. And the only way to do that is to push against each other, right? Because how else are you going to do it? There's no rule, and it's a dynamically changing situation. And you're too clueless and blind on your own to do it properly, but maybe the two of you, ironing out each other's kinks in some sense in this constant dance, oriented as you might be to the optimal development of your children, who you hypothetically love, maybe you can calibrate a moving target by pushing on each other back and forth. And maybe if you do that optimally, then it manifests itself as something like play. And you know that happens because you take your kids out. Hopefully this happens at least sometimes. You take your kids out to the beach or something like that, and you have a great day. And what does that mean? Well, it means you got the balance right? Because there's some freedom and there's some principles, there's some rules. It's a game, and everything comes together in the right place at the right time. And you think, that was a good day. And you think, yeah, every day could every day be like that? And maybe that's too much to ask for every day, but it's something to aim for, and it's something to try to foster, and it's something to know consciously, you know, that playful engagement, that's a marker of the highest form of being.
It might be easy to just toss all of your discipline to the side for the summer, but a life of greatness doesn't happen by taking the easy route. The Hallow app offers an incredible range of guided meditations and prayers that are designed to help you deepen your spirituality and strengthen your connection to God. With Hallow, you can embark on a journey of exploration, diving into different themes and types of prayer and meditation. From gratitude to forgiveness, each session offers a unique experience, sparking your curiosity and deepening your spiritual understanding. You can choose different lengths of meditation to fit your schedule, whether you have a few minutes or an hour. With its user-friendly interface and hundreds of guided meditations, the Hallow app has quickly become a go-to resource for people seeking spiritual growth and healing. You can download the app for free at hallow.com/Jordan. It allows you to set prayer reminders and track your progress. Hallow is truly transformative, and it'll help you connect with your faith on a deeper level. Don't lose your prayer habits this summer. Maintain your peace and deepen your relationship with God. Download the Hallow app today at hallow.com/Jordan for an exclusive 3-month trial. That's hallow.com/Jordan.
So that's 3 rules. So we could talk a little bit more about do not let your children do anything that makes you dislike them. That's a tricky one. And people are afraid of their children.